Hey guys, back again, and today, guys, is just rather a strange but random one, guys. So, as you can see, I'm watching Car, just sitting here gathering my own thoughts, guys, and it's all over the news at the minute, guys. As you may have seen, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, and I don't know, guys. You ever find like with certain people that pass away, it sits on your mind? It's kind of like you're mourning as well. As strange as that might sound, but it might not be strange. I think a lot of people are mourning right now, but I don't know, guys. It's weird. Like, I didn't know the guy. Like, no one else knew the guy really, like, face to face. But like, it's almost like it was brought up with him. If you get my point. Like, oh man, his music has just helped me personally through so much, like mental health and stuff, guys. It's just completely random, and you could just hear his voice. I don't know. He's got a distinct voice, didn't he? And he's just, oh man, he's the king of rock in my opinion. There's no one out there. I mean, like, there's some bands. I look at many bands, guys. Like, I like Falling in Reverse. I like Marilyn Manson. I like Slipknot. I like the occasional Guns N' Roses. I like AC/DC. But every single one of them bands, you'll find there's a few tracks that you just think, nah, I don't like that one. Nah, I don't like that one. But when it comes to Ozzy Osbourne, guys, I really struggle to find a song I don't like. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't listen to him all the time, right? It depends, like, because he's like an open book, in my opinion, for music. Like, you can listen to his songs, and it doesn't matter what mood you're in, right? If you're ready to rock and roll and party, he's got it. If you're down, sad, depressed, he's got it. If you need something to help you get through, a gym workout or get yourself motivated, he's got it. It's just so strange that, he's... It's weird, guys. It's weird. I had this similar feeling when Rick Mal passed away. Again, because just a big part of my childhood and that lot, that was hilarious to watch and just got me through a lot of dark times. And even now I go back and watch them. But, it's just all over the news. And I'm strange in the sense of, like, I don't want to believe it. I don't can't get it through my head. So I might constantly, every time it pops up, I read it over and over again, like trying to process the fact that he's passed away. I mean, only 2 weeks ago, I watched his farewell concert, and me and the wife was like, it's amazing, awesome. I hope they bring that out on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't even care how much it costs. I'll be buying it. I mean, like I said, I've got nearly every one of his albums. I'm missing a few, and it's funny enough, I was saying to the wife as we was watching the concert, we want to pick up his last few albums and that lot, and then to find out literally like 2 weeks just over that he passes away, it's bizarre, guys. It really is bizarre. But the reason I'm making the video on it is just wanted to shed some light on my own opinion really on it, guys, because I mean, like I said, his music gets me through a hell of a lot. I mean, most people talk about Paranoid or Crazy Train or Bark at the Moon, but he's got such a massive, deep library of music. I mean, like, for myself, I love Tinker Train. Tinker Train is an absolute banger of a song. I really do love that song. I also really love Let Me Hear You Scream, Black Rain, Silver Dollar, Trapdoor, Hand of an Enemy, Jump the Moon. There's just so many tracks. Fairies Wear Boots. I really cannot emphasize how much I listen to his music, guys, especially when I'm drawing and that lot, and when I'm, drawing or mixing or just doing anything, guys. I've listened to his music. Even now on my phone, I've got like at least 120 tracks of Ozzy Osbourne. So it's kind of like really weird. Also, we've got his entire TV show, the Osbournes, and we was watching a few episodes of it like a month and a half ago, and we was just laughing, absolutely laughing. He was absolutely funny. He was funny without trying to be, you know what I mean? Like the episode when he comes out and he's on about, someone's been in my room and they took all my beer, and the confusion look on his face when Sharon is like, who done that? Who's done that? You're the beer thief. And he's just looking like, what? I also like the one when the dogs keep pissing on his rug, and he's like, you keep pissing on my rug. But again, absolute just laughter. It's great. You could tell he was all for his family and that lot, and It's just a really, really, strange. I will say, enigma to wake up to. When you go to bed and everything's fine, you wake up and find some shocking news like that. It's kind of like, and I mean, everyone, has these moments when someone that you're attached to passes away and it hits you a bit different. I mean, people will like it with Kobe Bryant. For me, I don't watch basketball, so that wasn't up there for me. People recently with the footballer that passed away in a car crash. Everyone at the end of the day is a human life. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what celebrity standards or what they got. That's how we know them health. But at the end of the day, they're still a human being. They're a son, they're a father, or a mother, or a sister, or an auntie. They're somebody to somebody, no matter what celebrity status they end up having. My wife's met Sharon Osbourne. I've even bumped into Sharon Osbourne once when she was coming out of an airport. So, it's weird to think that just because they're celebrity, they're high standards, and, they've got this rock and roll lifestyle where, you don't think you'll ever bump into them or see them, and you don't really know them, but you still bond with them because they help you through a lot of bad times, and also you connect with like the things they do, and it's hilarious and it's funny and all of that. Like the Osbourne show was brilliant to me. I thought it was absolutely nuts, and I thought it was great, because it reminds me of my lot. We're all nuts and we all fucking hate each other one minute and then we love each other the next minute, and it's like a back and forth thing. And when I see like Jack and Kelly doing that in the episodes, it was like, fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's kind of a bitter pill to swallow. I mean, obviously my wife's upset by it as well because, again, Black Sabbath and the Ozzy Osbourne single albums both got us through a lot of dark times in our life. And even now, right, through the last 13 years of us being together and 12 years of marriage, I have played Ozzy Osbourne at least every month. Every month I at least play a song of Ozzy Osbourne. Whether that's Desire, whether that's Mama I'm Coming Home, whether that is literally Soul Sucker or anything, guys, it's just really, really, really a bitter pill to swallow. But obviously it happens to us all. But I always believe in an afterlife. I always have, guys. Now, like I said, I'm not going to push my beliefs. I'm not going to push my religion onto people. But I do believe in Jesus Christ. And I do believe in the Lord and Savior. And I do believe in God. And I do believe in karma. And I do believe in an afterlife, guys. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. But at the end of the day, I just think that, man, what a great guy he was, I mean, he had his demons and he had his problems in his life, as everyone does. I think it doesn't matter who you are in life. I really mean this as well, guys. I think you're all going to go through a point of trepidation of where you're going to have different obstacles in your life. It doesn't matter if you're the richest man in the world, if you're a vicar, if you're, a Buddha, a priest, an everyday person. It doesn't, well, basically what I'm saying in a nutshell, it doesn't matter who you are. You're all going to go through stressful situations. You're all going to go through times where we're tested, whether we're going to turn our back on God himself or, it's just like, I was talking the other day to my wife about how people automatically jump on the God wagon when it comes to, like, bad things that happen. They go, if God exists, why does this happen? Why does this happen? Well, my theory is this. I like to believe this. Why do you think that every time something bad is happening in the world, he should flick his fingers and save us all? Until someone can tell me that outright, I'd always say that, you're not in your rights to ever ask, of God to come and stop a war or stop illness or stop pain. Because in my opinion, if God did that every single time something went wrong, that'd be heaven, wouldn't it? And then you don't learn nothing. Imagine that, oh, I'm sick, God, please help me. Oh, now, I'm better. Oh, God, please help me, I've got no money. Oh, you're rich. Oh, God, please help me. Something bad's happening. Oh, and again. But everyone always turns to God in the hour of need, and they never, ever, praise him for the day they woke up and they didn't have any pain. They never praise him for another day on earth. They never praise him for the food they're about to eat. They never even stop half the time to look at the sky, look at anything. People are always in a fucking rush. And that is something I've always noticed, as Car sits there looking up at nothing. You see her head there, guys? Look. I don't know. I really don't. But like I said, I'm not pushing my beliefs on anybody. That's just how I look at life. I always look at life like you're going to go through bad times. You're going to go through good times. You should never rely on the fact of believing that you think that somebody should jump in and stop that from happening. There's many people on this earth right now that could actually stop the wars happening. And yet we look at God to do it. Why should God have to do it when it's us humans doing it? If we're not going to stop it, why should he? It's our hate. It's our build-up. It's the way we're instilled, you know, where we wake up in the morning and our job that day isn't to go to work, isn't to do this, that, and the other. It's to hate somebody. It's to put someone down so that we're still a little bit higher than them. And that's what the world's about, and I hate it. I fucking hate it, guys. I hate it with a passion. Because I could go through my whole life without ever arguing with anybody, without hating anybody. I love everybody at the end of the day, guys, and I'm a simple person, right? I get my kicks out of the little things, guys, in life. Video games, movies, you know, food and stuff like that, guys. I get my kicks out of stuff like that. You know, sometimes for me is the adventure just going for a walk, whereas most people look at that as an everyday life occurrence. They don't take, you know, take for granted their legs, take for granted their health, and they don't stop for 5 minutes till something bad happens and it's a big road crash, and then they stop. And they look to God then, and they're like, you know, what? Oh, please, God, help me, you know. But, like, where was you yesterday when everything was going fine? Where was anyone else yesterday when everything was going fine? And, you know, that's how I look at it, guys. But anyways, going back to the Ozzy Osbourne thing, like I said, guys, it's absolute shock. Absolute shock. I mean, it's weird. My wife even had an inkling that he was going to pass away, though, this year. And she told me that at Christmas, and I was like, what makes you think that? I mean, I told her I thought Bruce Willis was going to go this year, but if he do, that'd be a bit weird and all. But no, I'm just saying, like, I know it happens every day. As I'm speaking right now, before this video's even uploaded, probably someone's took their last breath. And it's horrible. It is horrible. Unfortunately, that's just a circle of life. But like I said, just some people just stick with you, don't they, you know? Like I said, these music just reminisces everything with me and my illness, you know. It helps me get through my all times. Like I said, I've used his music to do weightlifting. I've used his music when I've been down and depressed. I've used his music when I've just been painting the house, guys. I've literally listened to Ozzy Osbourne since I think probably about 8 years old, guys, when I first started listening to Ozzy Osbourne. And his first song I ever heard of his was Crazy Train. And then I heard Paranoid, and my favourite line in there is when it says, "Can someone help me find my brain?" It's like, hilarious. But no, it's a bitter pill to swallow. I know the whole world right now is giving him his roses as he deserves. He definitely deserves his roses, his praises. I mean, like I said, everyone over time will have some form of artist, band, or whatever. I mean, like Chester Bennington, that was a hard one as well, a little bit, because loved Linkin Park, great thing going. And again, even now, like going into that, which I'm going random, just talking here, guys, but I don't think they should have kept the name Linkin Park after he passed away, personally, because I think Chester Bennington was Linkin Park. I think that they could have still kept the legacy going, but I think they should have changed the name from Linkin Park to something else. When, I mean, if he was going to take over, you know, Mike Shinoda, if he was going to take over, because he's a great singer as well. I like his rap and that, he's fucking on point. But I always find, like, when they get a new front man, in this case it's a woman, I just think they should have changed the name to something else. Don't know what, but I just think they should have done. There's a lot of bands that do it, you know, they split up and then they go to a separate way and they change a band name. Like Egyptian Central is, like I said, now, Falling in Reverse, the lead singer is. So, like I said, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. No, it's not Egyptian Central. It's Falling in Reverse. Got me wrong now, guys. It's something Fate in it. That's Falling in Reverse. He sung the song One for the Money, and that was good. And now, obviously, he's gone in his own thing. But see, I got that wrong, guys. But I corrected it. But I said I was just waffling at the minute, guys. But you know, it doesn't make any sense. But I just thought I'd come on, give my opinion of it, and just give a bit of backstory myself into what Ozzy Osbourne did for me as well, you know, because I'd imagine he's helped so many people without even knowing about it, you know. That I said, just his music's just so, like, easy to listen to. Like, it is great. You could head bang to it. And then when he wants you to feel something, he makes a good song again, like Changes. And and you know, life won't wait, and I'm an ordinary man, and that, you know, you listen to them songs compared to like Let Me Hear You Scream, and you know, Jump the Moon and that. Like, it's just, like I said, it's very, very strange. But there's too many songs for me to list from Ozzy. I mean, they're just such bangers. They really, really are. You got to think, if that's affecting people like myself and others all around the world, what's it doing to his family? I wouldn't even want to understand that pain. It's not nice for anyone. And I tell you, still a bit of a shock. Like I said, it's still a bit of a daydream for me. Every time I read it, it's like I just keep going over it in my head. Like, you know, you read it again and again and again. That he's gone, 76, and you're like, okay. And then you'll scroll through a few more things. And then you'll see it again, blah, 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 blah. You know, I can't even say it, guys. And it's passed away. And it's like, it's hard. It's a hard one. That one it's difficult, very, very difficult. Especially like, why is it always when someone retires? Like recently, wrestler guys, Sabu recently retired from wrestling and then gone. It's like you've come to the end. You know, like God says, you know, you've done everything there is to do now, and you've made your point. You've left your legacy, and I'm ready for you to come home or something. I don't know. It's just bizarre how so many people are there 1 minute and like they get something finished. Well, it's not always the case, because some people are like getting ready to do something. Like, oh, for example, Michael Jackson, he was going to come back, do that big tour, and he didn't get to do it. So it's not the case all the time, but just find so many like people like just recently retire, and then all of a sudden you read about them passing over. It's like weird. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on enough. As I said, this has got no real point to anyone. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't, you don't. But as I said, I just wanted to make a video on it because it's a piece of history that's, I don't know, it's the wrong words, guys. Wrong words. You can't even put it in words. It's a sad day, but a celebration at the same time. It's like, you can't get your head around it. Like now, I'm going to keep listening to his music, because if I don't, I get a thing where I can't listen to it anymore, because like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. People will understand what I'm talking about, though. People will. Some people are different, some people ain't. But like I said, this isn't to offend anyone. If someone thinks it's to offend anyone at the end, I just want to give my thoughts on it. And yeah, you know, it's not great, not great. But we all obviously jump Rainbow Bridge one day, and you know, I'm not trying to be morbid or something like that. I'm just saying, you know, enjoy your life. Always love everyone that's close to you, and even if you don't know somebody, you know, just give a smile sometimes, say hello. At the end of the day, it doesn't harm anybody, and it's nice to see that the world didn't all go in the same way at the end of the day. Good can fight evil, and we can get back on track, and the world can get back to, you know, a bit more loving nature rather than the hateful world we have today. That's what I'd like to believe, so we shall see, guys. But at the meantime, hopefully everyone has an awesome day, awesome night, wherever you are, whatever day or time this is you're watching this, if you watched it. Hopefully, you know, you're having an awesome day. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.